Hello, everyone. I just saw this report on People's Gazette, and it says exclusive: how SSS ignored NYC alert, misled Nigerian Senate to confirm Uche Nanji as Tinubu's tech minister with forged national service certificate. And I just saw the tweet, and in short, I was just so, I don't even know whether it's anger or just annoyed, or like what kind of nonsense is that. I asked them, I said, what kind of certificate does Tinubu have? It's not also a forged certificate. So I beg you, let them just free us. This is not a matter of anybody misleading anybody, and they should not in any way be trying to blame SSS or whatever, blame whatever. It is birds of the same feather flocking together. And so, of course, it's a galore of forged certificates. That's what it's going to be when you have someone who is rewarded for doing something that is wrong, for doing something criminal. What you're going to find in the country is that criminality will be the way. Criminality will be what people will do, because who wants to sit down and do the right thing and be punished for doing the right thing, while you have people who are doing the wrong thing and being rewarded for doing the wrong thing? So of course, it gives room for people to want to do all sorts of criminality and all sorts of wrongdoing for them to be able to achieve the goal that they want to achieve. And so for them, the end justifies the means, no matter how they get in there, no matter the kind of way that they went in there. I remember after election where Peter Obi talked about if you want to answer to the name excellency, that the process that brought you in must be excellent. But of course, in Nigeria, we've jettisoned that. We don't see any reason why processes should be excellent or should be done correctly. It's all about how do you get there, and that's it. So People's Gazette has this report, and it says that Geoffrey Uchechukwu Inaji, Minister of Science and Technology, imposed on his NYC certificate shortly after Bola Tinubu picked Geoffrey Uchechukwu Inaji to serve on his cabinet as one of the first batch of ministerial nominations. The State Security Service sought to verify the nominee's national service certificate. They sought to verify with the federal institution that purportedly awarded it. After contacting the National Youth Service Corps to authenticate the certificate presented by Mr. Inaji, the SSS was immediately informed that the document was bogus. People's Gazette found true records and officials familiar with the matter. Per tradition, the SSS should have alerted the presidency and other institutions managing the nomination process, especially the Nigerian Senate, that Mr. Inaji's certificate was fake, that he was consequently ineligible to be confirmed as a minister of the Federal Republic. Like I said earlier, when you reward criminality, when someone who is illegally occupying the position of leadership is also one who has issue of forgery, and then you're coming to say that, oh, someone that has been appointed under that illegitimate administration, that person will not have his nomination confirmed, really? There is a dance in the rain of criminality and just doing the wrong thing, because at the end of the day, it's not going to be punished. Instead, the report says the SSS, Nigeria's preeminent domestic intelligence outfit, tasked with fortifying the integrity of security and administrative processes across all tiers of government, hushed up the forgery and allowed Mr. Inaji's nomination to proceed. Officials aware of the matter. I mean, it's not in my mouth that you will hear that Tinubu rigged the election. On August 7, 2023, Mr. Inaji was confirmed as a minister from Enugu, along 44 other cabinet ministers whose nominations were unveiled by the Senate 2 weeks earlier on July 7. He was subsequently assigned to the newly created Federal Ministry of Innovation, Science and Technology, where he has been tasked with overseeing Nigeria's high-tech transformation amidst the global race for artificial intelligence. Nigeria is such a joke. We have talent, we have everything, but we decide to be unfortunate and waste everything that God has given us. The SSS request itself was part of an expansive background check that the agency routinely conducts following a candidate's nomination into a sensitive government position. But how Mr. Enanji enlisted agents of Nigeria's domestic intelligence to help him cover up two probable federal infractions: the forging of a government document and the tendering thereof before the Nigerian Senate, remain unclear. And they should come and meet me. I will clear it for them and I will tell them how it went. Remain unclear. At least 3 ministerial nominees, Abubakar Enladi from Taraba, Nasi El-Rufai from Kaduna, and Stella Okotete from Delta, were dropped during the Senate's confirmation process. Officials said the screening process should have also winnowed Mr. Enanji for consideration. For several months, as the Gazette painstakingly examined Mr. Enanji's National Service Certificate, the minister avoided calls, text messages, and letters asking him to come clean about what transpired for the purpose of this story. His office also rebuffed attempts to interview him in person, and 2 administration colleagues who tried to elicit his response on behalf of Gazette said he showed no intention of engaging them on the matter. Authorized signatory. Whereas Mr. Enanji's certificate manifests the same defeating characteristics that often undercut falsified documents, chronological and calligraphic blunders, and that's the thing. Even in the crypt, they want to do that. They will not even do it very well. Just bunch of. Let me just be reading what People's Gazette said. Anyone not keen on its affirming features, especially lawmakers who are inclined to blow past the boring cornucopia, which can be big English at least, of nominees' credentials, could deem the document genuine at first glance. However, once the document is further scrutinized, the minister's forgery becomes so poorly done that it doesn't require extra dedication to spot its duplicity. Our findings should, and that's the part that annoyed me the most. If you want to, don't insult my intelligence or my sensibility. Do a clean job and make it. The one they will just do anyhow, knowing fully well that it's not Nigeria. They can get away with it. Now that we even have Tinubu that also forged certificate. Was there now? Then they go say now we. That's how they conclude it. Mr. Enanji distributed copies of his purported credentials to senators shortly after he was nominated. The package obtained by the Gazette included his WAEC certificate, degree from UNN, tax records, and filing with the Code of Conduct Bureau, among others. While there are questions about his degree certificate, it is the NYC document that Gazette was able to categorically determine was falsified. The certificate has been issued to eligible Nigerian graduates since 1973 as part of reconstruction efforts the country embarked upon following a prolonged civil war that saw millions of lives lost and left the country in ruins from 1967 to 1970. Since the scheme began, it has been observed for 1 calendar year only. All certificate issues since 1974 have indicated a duration of 1 year service. For instance, a fresh graduate, they went on to Shabi explaining what they did. Then this how normally the certificates come up. But then they went on to say, going by the duration on Mr. Enanji's certificate with serial number A231309, the Enugu politician served 1 year and 1 month, what I think was a crucial first sign that his certificate was falsified. Likewise, Mr. Enanji's certificate, which was purportedly issued in 1986, carried the signature of Anima Shaun Braimo, a Nigerian Army colonel who was not appointed to lead the NYSC until January 1988. They don't even take their time to actually do a clean job. The Gazette's extensive findings showed all certificates issued in 1986 were signed by Etuk Ekman, who was appointed to lead the NYC from January 1984 to December 1987. Then they talked about SS collusion. It's a very long article, so I'm not going to bore you. But at the end of the day, the thing is that, doesn't Tinubu also have a forged certificate? Didn't the courts gloss over it and move on? So a lot of people with forged certificate, it's their time. Now it's a time for criminality to keep enjoying. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.